Stephen Covey's The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. I mean, this thing is way more than just a book. It's basically a blueprint for changing your life from the inside out. We're about to go on a super fast tour of the big ideas, starting with how you master yourself and then how you get great at working with everyone else. So, you ready? Let's jump right in.
Okay, first things first. Take a look at this. What do you see? Is it an old woman? Or is it a young lady? Now, most of us, we see one or the other right away. But if you stare at it for a second, chances are you can see both, right? Well, that little mental flip you just did, that's the key to everything Covey talks about. It all comes down to one powerful idea: perception. All right, so here's our game plan. First, we're going to talk about changing your lens. Then we'll get into something called the private victory, followed by the public victory. After that, we hit the one habit that keeps all the others going: sharpen the saw. And finally, we'll see how it all comes together in an upward spiral. So Covey's whole argument starts here. He says if you want to make a real, lasting change in your life, just messing with your behavior, well, it's not going to cut it. You have to go deeper. You have to actually change the lens you use to see the world, because that lens, it pretty much controls everything you do. He calls this lens a paradigm. And the best way to think about it is like a map. Imagine you're trying to get around Chicago, but someone gave you a map of Detroit. You're going to get pretty frustrated, right? You can try harder, have a better attitude, run faster, but you're never going to find what you're looking for because you've got the wrong map. Getting the right map, that's a paradigm shift, and it's where all true effectiveness begins. So once you're willing to actually look at your own map and maybe admit it might be wrong, that's when the real work starts. And it always starts from the inside out. Covey calls this first phase the private victory. It's all about you, mastering you. I mean, just think about it. When we're born, we are completely dependent. We rely on others for, well, everything. The first huge step in growing up is to achieve independence. That's the point where you can stand on your own 2 feet and say, I am responsible for me. I can do this. This is the foundation, the bedrock for everything else.
And this private victory is one with 3 specific habits. Habit 1, be proactive, is about realizing you're in the driver's seat of your own life. Habit 2, begin with the end in mind, is like deciding your destination before you even start the car. And habit 3, put first things first, is the actual driving. The discipline to say no to detours and stay focused on what really matters.
But here's the twist. Being independent is awesome, but it's not the final stop. The biggest impact you can have, the kind that truly changes things, comes when you can work effectively with other people. This is the next level, the public victory. It's the move from I to we. And Covey is so clear on this. He says you have to get your own act together first. You can't fake this stuff. You can't build great teams or relationships if you haven't mastered yourself. It's like trying to harvest a crop you never planted. It just doesn't work that way. This takes us to the highest level of effectiveness: interdependence. Now, this is not about being dependent again. No way. This is when strong, independent people choose to work together because they realize that we can accomplish so much more than I ever could alone. This is the sweet spot. And this public victory is built on 3 more habits. Habit 4, think win-win, is about believing there's enough for everyone and always looking for a solution that benefits us all. Habit 5, seek first to understand, then to be understood. This one is huge. It means actually listening to people, not just waiting for your turn to talk. And habit 6, synergize, is that amazing thing that happens when we all work together and the result is bigger and better than anything we could have done on our own. Okay, so we've got 6 habits down, but there's a 7th one that wraps around all of them. It's not just the last on the list, it's the one that makes everything else possible for the long haul. And that is habit 7, sharpen the saw. I mean, the name says it all, right? It's the habit of renewal. It's about taking the time to take care of your greatest asset, which is you. It's the fuel that keeps this whole engine of growth running smoothly. And Covey says we need to sharpen ourselves in 4 key areas. The physical, exercise, eating right. The mental, learning, reading, keeping your mind sharp. The social/emotional, building strong relationships. And the spiritual, connecting with your core values. The thing is, they're all connected. If you let one go, the others start to weaken too. So all of this habit of renewal, it leads to the single biggest idea in the whole book. The 7 habits are not a checklist you just tick off and you're done. Nope. They're a process, a continuous cycle of getting better and better. And when you zoom out, you can see the whole path. It's an upward spiral. You move from being dependent to fighting for your independence. Then you choose the higher path of interdependence, and every time you go around, you learn more, you commit deeper, and you get better, all because you keep sharpening the saw. So there it is, the map to a more effective life, laid right out for you. Look, this is a lifelong journey, for sure, but every journey starts with just one step. So the only real question left is, which habit are you going to start with today?